Welcome back to the channel. It's been, I don't know, maybe five days since I ended the 30-day challenge. I wanted to jump off a bridge, and the only bridge near me is pretty high up, and I want to survive it. So we're getting back into the regular videos, maybe once a week or twice a week. And today I'm talking about passive income. How can you make passive income, and what is the best way to make passive income? I obviously figured it out. Let's dig in. Ooh, aspartame hitting. Okay, so let's jump right into what I'm talking about, because I know a lot of people watching are crunched for time. They're quick to click off of videos and they want instant information because of goldfish brains. And I'm okay with that. I've come to terms with it. So what I'm talking about is stocks. Stocks are clearly, obviously, the best passive income, but let me explain before you leave and click off. Think of this. The number one most mainstream, well-known passive income strategy is real estate. Let's say you buy a house, a foreclosed house, a cheap house that's real beat up for $50,000. You put $50,000 into it, so you have $100,000 invested in this. You wait maybe a year or two, and you sell for $150,000. You made $50,000, 50% return. Sounds like a really good deal, but think about all the hard work you had to put into it. You had to go scout and find this property. You had to hire people or work on it yourself. Spend the money on repairs, maybe something else breaks, maybe a water heater breaks. Now you got headaches, you got stress, you're dealing with the swings of the markets, and it's physical hard work. You're constantly budgeting, constantly seeing what you can and cannot do. Then you have to go and sell it, you have to meet with buyers. So much physical work you have to put into flipping a house. So that's number one most mainstream way of doing this. Now let's compare that to the stock market. Let's say right now you're looking to get into some type of passive income. And you're like, what is the best way of passive income? Is it real estate? Is it maybe flipping cars? Is it through merchant services? Is it through a printing business? What is it? I don't know. It's stocks. Stocks beats everything. Now, the reason why I say stocks is because it's the most money you can make with the least amount of work. That's the formula. Flipping a house in real estate, it's an extreme amount of work and a really good reward. So it kind of almost balances out. But imagine if you could get the same reward with little to no work. Now let me show you. REITs. So let's do a comparison with a flipping of a house to buying into a REIT. A REIT is a real estate investment trust. So you can pretty much invest into a stock that is already doing this. It's a trust that already owns a bunch of properties and they're making money on it, and you can invest in that stock and get the gains from that investment. So there's two really good REITs that I like, MFA and IVR. Let's pull up MFA. So looking at MFA from June of 2020 to June of 2021, this is the returns you could have potentially made. Clicking down here and moving all the way up to today, 132% on MFA, which is a REIT. 132% in gains. So if you invested the same $100,000, you could have made $132,000 on top of that. So you could have almost 3 extra returns doing no work. None, no work. So this is the power of stocks. Let me show you another comparison. Let's say you're gonna get into merchant services. You wanna set up one of those point of sale devices. You wanna get into that business where you're pitching these merchant services. You know, you get tap to pay. It's, you know, Corona friendly. You don't gotta touch it, blah, blah, blah. And you get a little percentage of it. Whatever, you wanna get in something else in the merchant services. Let's pull up Visa. No work, you could just buy the Visa stock. What do you think Visa is returning per year? Let's take a look. Same thing, we're gonna look at June of 2020, grab in the middle, move it up to today. A little over a year, 20% returns, no work, just buying Visa. Nothing, you don't gotta do any work. This is the best passive income, nothing really comes close to it. Maybe you wanna get into the car flipping business, you wanna start a dealership, you wanna sell cars, you wanna do this. I get it, it's a lot of fun, and it's more interesting and maybe feels more rewarding to actually have tangible assets you could touch. You know, you could actually get in this car, you could go get in this house and vacation there for a weekend somewhere really nice. But there's so much overhead. You're spending so much on supplies. You have to worry about constantly dipping in your pockets, your savings to stay afloat until you sell this property. And hey, you might sell the property for break even or loss. There's always that. So let's say you want to do a dealership. Let's just pick one of the biggest, a Ford. Let's pull up Ford. Same thing with Ford. Let's go from June to June of this year. 135% returns. Now, I'll be transparent. These aren't your average returns because this is post-pandemic, and everything you would have bought in 2020 would have went up a lot more aggressively and exponential than it would the previous years. But we'll look at forward the previous year as well so we can do a comparison. 135%. So if you're like in June of last year, you're like, I want to start a car business. I want to get together. I'll go to an auction, buy a bunch of rinky-dink cars, wheels falling off, rust and quarter panels dented in. You want to buy those, fix them up, hire a team to fix them up, flip them, sell them, $1,000 here, $500 here. Put that capital out there and the risk, and you need the insurances, and you need the permits, and you need the land, all this. Or you just click. You just go, Ford's looking good. Buy. You wait a year, and then you got 132% gains. Stocks are the #1 way to go in anything. If you can debunk this, put it in the comments. Let me know if there is something that rewards you more with the least amount of physical work. Put it in the comments. I'm curious to know. I don't think there's anything that comes close to stocks. Let's pull Visa back up. Now, Visa, #1 merchant in the world. They run the most transactions out of anyone else, I believe. And since pre-pandemic, they're up 66% for a massive company worth $496 billion. One of the biggest companies there is, moving that aggressively. Let's look pre-pandemic, because we're kind of like not being too accurate, because pre-pandemic, everything moved exponential. Pre-pandemic, June of 18 to June of 19, 20%. It looks like Visa's giving out 20% returns on the average. So that is incredible returns for a $500 billion company. You can't beat it. If you want to invest in the future in EV, Tesla, NIO, these guys are going to do exponential gains as well. So obviously you have to pick and choose what are the best companies to invest in. Pick the biggest, pick the best. Don't pick ones that are $1 or $2, $20 million market cap. Those can fly, but they could also dump. Pick a big company, let your money sit. Don't get scared when it goes down the next day or instantly when you buy it, which usually happens. Who cares? You make your investment, then you wait 12 months and you're gonna get 20%, 40%, 60%. This is what the millionaires do. I keep preaching this. I'm not telling you to do this, I'm just giving information of what I've been thinking. Now the next step, if you don't know where to buy, when to get out, or what to buy, that's where I come in. I have a Discord, let me pull it up. This is my Discord group. Every day I'm posting ideas, as you can see with these charts, of what I think is gonna happen with specific trades. Here is something I posted today. This is my trades that I closed for June. I haven't closed any losers. I'm transparent. I post my stock alerts on every single position when I buy, sell, reduce, add, or go all in. All the messages are there. I can't reveal them, obviously, because you're not paying. So good month so far. It's typically good months because I have patience. The reasons why a lot of people lose in these markets is because they don't have patience. They don't have any. They see they're down 2%, they exit. I'm like, what were you trading? They're like, Apple. I'm like, what are you doing? It's Apple, just hold. If it goes down, add. So over here, if you sign up for Pro, you get access to the Pro chat, which is this section here. You get access to the buy sell alerts. That's where all my orders are. Contest, my portfolio. You can see everything I'm holding. You get news updates automatically pushed, deep dive information, and more. If you want to jump in for free, that link is in the description as well. You'll get access to these free chat rooms, where people are chatting as well about stocks, options, crypto, etc. It's a free money section. Check this out if you're interested and you don't really have much guidance or don't know where to go. Jump in. We'll help you out. We're all trying to retire young. That's the goal of this group. That aspartame is hitting gold. So to wrap things up, passive income, the best method is the stock market. If you could debunk this or show something better, I'm always open-minded. I'm curious to know because I'll get in it. Post it in the comments below. The only thing I could think of is gambling. You take $1,000, you go gamble, you put it on roulette, you put it on red or black, and you double up. It's not really passive. That's an instant win or an instant loss. There's zero strategy involved. In the stock market, there's so much strategy involved, and you could get out and not lose. You see it knock on your way, you could, take my money back. You do that on roulette, you get tackled by security. That's it for today's video. The videos are back, okay? I was burned out from the 30-day challenge. I'm not doing it no more. No. I mean, unless I get likes and people comment, say, hey, this is awesome, keep going, to motivate me, because it does motivate you. I'm not doing it. So 1 video a week, maybe 2 videos a week. If you want to talk with me every day, more often, ask me advice, you know, send me stocks, tickers, and I'll give you charts on it. Join that Discord. That's it. Hit the subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, by hitting that button, it's getting you a little bit closer to retiring young.